Just make sure to post links, whatever. We
Hey.
have people coming in.
You know, assuming it actually works. You guys are gonna have to pause it because you know what? Screw it, I can do it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Send me a link and I'll post it in
Okay,
one of my discords.
There's a problem. Okay, you know what? I don't want to reveal my DMs. Hang on.
Post.
Hang on. Big brain. I just remove it
My
temporarily.
God.
Hang on. I put it in the general text channel.
I had to dox myself to get our name out there.
I'll use my phone to post it.
Yeah. There's the link. The thing is, because I'm window capturing,
I know.
it's capturing Discord as a whole, and I don't want to reveal the things that I say. Give me a second. I gotta make sure text is actually working. Classic cargo ship cargo road. Ah, it actually works now. Okay. I'm a genius.
Video is unavailable.
Why?
Aldred.
This video is private.
What? Oh, why is it private? Ah, shoot.
Just.
Surely that'll
There
be
we go.
fine. Now it should work. Google has their hands
It's
so
working.
far up. No, I shouldn't finish that
is it
statement.
working?
Yeah, it should be working.
No, go. Go on, finish it.
No, it's saying is like Google is in so deep, you know, now they have control over everything I do. They're like big government, man. They know my every move.
Did anyone post on City?
I mean, if you want to, do it. Do it. Do it.
I mean, it's not like GCAT Modern and Zeta are there probably arguing over something.
Oh no, they're probably arguing, and that's great. That's good for them. So, question. Nox.
Answer.
What what level are we at here in terms of your artwork?
For now, I'm working on the bulk of everything and kind of rearranging everything because, in order to have this stuff working properly for you, I need to separate in layers. So first layer should be what is the table in front, what is going to be only the table and everything that should be on the table. Everything that's going to be on top of the table, like as you can see the small details that I have. Give me a moment.
Is that
Right,
the
this
design
is-
we're going with for the table? Like, you're not going to use legs? Or... Well, actually, if we use legs, it's going to be kind of messed
I'm
up
going
now that
to
I think about
for
it.
now I'm going to hide it, but I promise that I will be working on making legs for the table and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Could just have it so it's like a tablecloth with our logo on it.
Dude, are we having
that
like
was
a
the idea, yeah.
really snazzy dinner or something? I feel like I'm the only person who's experienced that.
What?
Have you ever been to like, maybe not necessarily a restaurant, but some restaurants do that where you have like the long tablecloths. They give you like 6 forks, no, 3 forks, 3 spoons. God knows how many knives.
I mean, I think you're the only one that's experienced that or that level, but my family usually on Christmas, like my actual extended family with my grandparents, we sometimes used to have these big dinners, and they sometimes when they feel fancy, they bring out the different cutlery.
Yeah.
The second fork.
Yeah, the second.
It's not even just 2 forks; it's like 3.
Oh yeah, I've had a dinner or two like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying when my grandparents asked me to set the table at their house, Mr. President, the second fork has hit the table. Like, oh boy, this dinner is gonna be a headache.
Oh yeah. But it only works if you have like multi-course dinners. Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense.
Well, at that point, the second fork and whatnot just feel like pointless.
No, that's why you need the 3, because you have the salad, you have
Yeah.
the entree, and then you have the main course.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's pretty normal, I think, for those kind of dinners.
Oh yeah.
Usually,
I'm not saying I'm rich, because I'm not, but I have
Oh
attended
no,
those
neither
fancy
neither
dinners.
neither were we. Don't worry about it. Like
You're a
neither were
college student who's into art and models.
Yeah,
Yeah.
VTuber models.
Rich was never in the and VTubers, yeah. Rich was never really in the playbook there.
Sure, I'll never be rich. And you know what? I'm fine with that.
It really wasn't.
Like, imagine being rich. That actually sounds like it would suck.
I mean, then you have more taxes.
Oh, they pay taxes?
I
No,
know,
not really, but then you have to go through the trouble of avoiding taxes.
Oh, tax evasion? Oh, hang on, sign me. I want to be rich.
Okay, it sounds fun until you actually have to do it, at which point you're paying people to not in order to not pay the government, and half the time you end up paying more than you would have paid the government.
Yeah, but it's not about the money. It's about the principle. It's about the message.
The message being that you're really putting your priorities wrong?
What do you mean? It's business expenses, man. Tax deductible. Look, I'm not against paying taxes. I just want to make sure I'm paying as little in taxes as possible.
Why did I know that would be your answer?
Look, I know my morals, and I'm consistent. Also, I think it's hilarious.
I feel like real life is the one place where we can call you consistent.
This is true.
Are we?
I mean, he's always anti-government.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, fair.
I'm anti-federal government. I'm not
Oh, yeah,
anti-government per se.
You're anti whatever the largest government is at the time.
You already know it.
The moment you abolish the federal government, you're gonna be like, okay, yeah, but the state though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
No. Look, I might be consistent in my morals, but I also have a certain amount of logic. So this is my perspective on governorship and all that stuff. Technically, if you think about it, any form of government can be good under the presupposition that everybody is going to be, good, law-abiding, whatever the frick you want to call it.
I mean, if everyone was good, we wouldn't need the police.
I mean, if everybody was good, we wouldn't need a government.
If everyone was good, we wouldn't need religion to keep people astray.
Honestly, if you think about it, like anarchists, they're retarded. Oh,
I was literally about to say, well, one, you are the main reason why we have this fucking title for our podcast.
What do you mean?
What is the name of this show?
Oh yeah, Real Schizo Hours.
Two, you say that anarchists are brain dead, and the whole in a just world with everyone was good, we wouldn't need the police or whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
That is the exact same argument Vosh used for the age of consent.
Nah, but he's not presupposing the concept of being good.
No, he was. He said in an anarcho communist society, you wouldn't need the age of consent.
That's stupid.
Oh yeah, it is, but he said it.
Yeah, I know. God, that man needs to be put in jail. It's like at the end of the day, dude, we still have the very base concepts of like natural order and law.
You say so?
Yes.
It's like even when we didn't have government, we were still killing each other with rocks and sticks over bullshit.
Exactly.
That's true.
But if you think about it, right? Like, even if people are, like, the whole idea of like taking another human life is abhorrent. It is by nature, unless you're an absolute psychopath, it's evil. And why do we see that? Instinct? That's why I always refer to things like natural order and law. It is inherently unnatural to take, another human's life.
No, it's not.
Without cause.
Animals do it all the time, and humans are animals.
Cannibalism is
our own kind, our own species, that kind of thing.
No, it's not.
You ever look at wolves and coyotes?
Did you ever look at hamsters?
Oh my god, hamsters are so fucked up.
Yeah, they're messed up. Dude, I'm not saying that all things follow that law. Some stuff is stupid. Survival of the fittest, man.
Yeah, no, literally that is the only rule that governs the animal kingdom. Like, what do you think hamsters can eat their own babies, for example?
That sounds hilarious.
No, it's not.
Who'd have thunk it? Hamsters are cannibals.
Not you, apparently.
Me? I would never eat a human being.
No, about the hamster, you fucking.
Oh!
Ah.
Look.
We live in a society with circular arguments.
We live in a dead-ass society, yep.
But yeah.
We live in a society where people forget hamsters eat each other, apparently.
Uh-huh.
Dude, hamsters are messed up.
They are.
I mean, I don't think they're particularly smart creatures either, though. I feel like
Oh, yeah.
they're kind of like the rodent version of the koala.
No.
I mean, it's better than being the rodent Wait, aren't koalas still considered rodents?
I think.
Yes.
Are they actually rodents? They're a little bit big to be
believe so.
rodents.
I think it depends on who you ask. And
How do we
whatnot.
define a rodent? What is a rodent? Hang on, I'm googling this.
I don't know. Look at the mammal family.
Definition.
I was gonna
of
say it's better than
rodent.
being the rodent equivalent of a fucking panda.
Oh my god! Let's not talk about sloths, okay?
A non-mammal of an order that includes rats, mice, squirrels, hamsters, porcupines, and their relatives, distinguished by strong, constantly growing incisors and no canine teeth.
So basically, they bite shit.
Yeah, but do koalas have incisors?
I don't know. You want to stick your face in a koala's mouth and find
Hang on.
out?
Wanna try it?
Koala teeth.
In the next episode, Alfred's going to be taking us to the zoo.
Hang on. Hang on. This is really important.
How
it
is
ain't.
this important?
Oh, they actually do have incisors. Sheesh.
Okay, so they
Oh,
are
All right,
rodents.
they're rodents. Let's go.
Ah.
Dude, how am I supposed to?
But
I
do you
never
really-
look. Do I look like I live in Australia?
Alfred, do you really believe the internet, though?
No.
I mean, I'm looking at a picture of a goddamn koala. And that looks like an
You're-
incisor to me.
Photoshop, you're letting Google control your life even more.
Oh no, you're right. Oh, what are koalas then? Are they just a social construct? Kind of like birds?
We're going to the zoo, boys.
I mean, in the head space of your brain, apparently they are.
Dude, it's all a government conspiracy, I'm telling you.
Uh-huh. Right. Surely.
Honestly, if you think about it, how the hell have koalas survived for this long?
Well,
They defy everything Darwin stood for.
let's see. Pandas, sloths, and koalas all fall in that fucking branch.
But, aren't koalas literally one of the few creatures that have evolved backwards?
I believe so. Part of the issue is that people really don't understand koalas and or don't care about them.
Yeah.
I remember there was a zoo that was wondering why their koalas were dying. Turns out while they did plant eucalyptus trees in the enclosures,
Okay.
eucalyptus has a certain toxin up until the tree itself is a certain age
Yes.
that will kill the koalas slowly.
Yep.
They can sense this. And so the koalas were refusing to eat until they were so fucking starved they had no choice, and then eating the poison leaves and then dying.
Wait, so they literally... They didn't die of starvation, they died of poisoning. That's so funny.
Some of them died of starvation.
It's
I-
kind of sadder.
That's kind of sad, but at the same time,
Yeah.
that is actually hilarious.
No, it ain't.
What do you mean? I mean, think about it. When your entire animal family, I don't even know what you would call it, subspecies or whatever, you literally exist off eating poisonous trees. That's just stupid.
I think that
You're
was the
failing.
story. It's
You're
been a
failing
long
to take.
time.
Okay, you're failing to take away the notion that they don't survive out of eating toxic trees. They are able to comprehend or understand when the tree is no longer toxin, or is still toxin.
Oh, it's still
It's
somewhat
tough either.
toxin. They probably just have some resistance to it. But the fact that the only thing they eat are those eucalyptus leaves, I don't know. That's just stupid.
I might be misremembering that. I know eucalyptus leaves are fucking like poisonous to most animals.
It is, yeah. It's even poisonous to koalas to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why would you evolve to the point where you just are eating poison? That can
I
actually
hate eucalyptus
kill.
trees, though.
Welcome to the kingdom of nature. Fuck you.
I hate eucalyptus trees personally,
Uh-huh.
but that's because they are an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They shed like crazy. Their bark is extremely flaky, so it ends up everywhere. Their leaves end up everywhere,
Oh yeah.
and those seed pods hurt if they're falling.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
And then the wood is too soft to use for most woodworking, at least the type I usually use.
It's a useless tree. What's the point of it? I think we should just burn them all
No,
down.
best part. It's funny you mentioned burning, because it's soft wood and the bark is very like spaced out or whatever.
It's not for good for burning, is it either?
It goes up like a tinderbox.
Oh.
It's too good at burning.
It's
Do you have
too
any
good
idea
at
how many
burning.
eucalyptus trees are in California?
This is true. Now that I think about it, yes, you're absolutely right about that.
And this is on top of the fact that because it's soft wood, it doesn't handle like strong winds that well.
Yes.
Not a problem in Australia. But, you know,
California.
once you get
is
anywhere
so
on like
good.
the West Coast or anywhere, yeah.
I think I actually do remember some incidents with eucalyptus trees in California. But it's been years.
Yeah. It's like they're planted all over the city the city and town I live in.
Yeah, why would
And
you...
every year I see people complaining about it. It's like
Why?
Preaching to the choir.
Like, of all trees that you can plant, why eucalyptus trees? I don't understand. Just plant more palm trees or something at that point.
I think it's because they grow really big over a short span of time.
Oh,
Yep.
so it's literally for the aesthetic.
The landscaping, yeah.
That sounds exceedingly dumb.
So is
Welcome
most
to the United
landscaping.
States of America.
It's like plant at least a useful tree, you know? Oh wait, no, they can't. They
What
can't.
the fuck's a useful tree?
Like maple trees, for instance. But
The
I don't
fuck?
know if the climate of California can handle those, or if they
It
can handle the
can.
climate of California.
It can, but they tend to grow slower.
They do, yeah.
I mean, for fuck's sake, the place I live, the condo complex, when it was built, they had redwoods, really nice.
Oh, the redwoods are beautiful trees. I love those trees.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. Problem: they planted way too many too close together and too close to the building.
Ah.
50 years later,
Not a single one. in
fire codes being violated left, right, and center.
Sounds about right. Yep.
The redwoods are pressing up against each other. Some of them are actually touching the buildings. They're tearing up the sidewalks, and it's like, well, it's either us or the redwoods.
Yep.
And I paid
Not
my
alone.
mortgage.
Yeah, speaking of redwoods and all that stuff, have you ever been to Muirwoods?
The fuck?
Mirror Woods?
Yeah, Muirwoods.
Yeah, been there once or twice. I think I've been there twice actually.
Yeah, those trees are awesome.
Knox, for reference, Mirror Woods is a massive fucking forest that is made mostly of giant redwoods.
Hmm.
And when we're talking
If you look up,
giants,
you
they're
can't see the
old.
top of them.
Yeah, it's so cool. And how many aren't those trees like 400, 500 years old or something like that?
About, yeah.
It's such
If
an
you-
awesome forest.
Yeah, they show up in the first Planet of the Apes remake movie.
Mm.
They take the ape there to go climb trees and whatnot.
I think
They're
the
actually
only time...
very impressive.
Oh, they are, and they're thick. The trunks are so beautiful and thick and massive.
Yeah.
Like I was in Muirwoods like once, probably back in like 2004, 2005 or something like that. But I do have very distinct memories of it. Most because I remember being really tired.
It's quite the hike, yeah.
It is a great hike, don't get me wrong. But there were too many people there.
Well, it's kind of the thing when you become like the place for big trees,
Mm-hmm.
especially ever since the last fire at Yosemite.
I mean, it is like it's a national park, basically, right?
It is.
It's such a cool place, though.
Yeah, so you're saying some knocks?
Nah.
What kind of trees they got in Spain? You got like palm trees, right?
Me when others doesn't pay attention to the thousands of screen of photos that I have taken
Okay,
right
Alred.
the fuck out of my
Alred.
window.
I will point out the problem is that Spain is a Mediterranean climate,
Oh, true. Yeah, it is Mediterranean.
and with modern day landscaping, a Mediterranean climate can support virtually any tree,
This is true.
Usually,
barring like the extremes, like the fucking what the hell is it, Jacob's tree that you find in certain deserts.
Oh yeah, I hate those trees. They're so ugly. Honestly, everything
really
in the
are.
in the desert is just straight up ugly. The cacti are really cool though.
Well, Jacob's tree basically looks like you told someone to turn a cactus into a tree.
Yeah, which is just dumb.
oh, it's not.
It's hideous. Looks terrible. And I've been to the Mojave Desert. I know a thing or
Hang
two
on,
about
oh.
deserts.
I went to Death Valley, and unfortunately, I came back.
Didn't
Hang on, Knox.
live up
Sending
to
you a
the name.
picture.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the deserts are kind of cool. No pun intended, because they're not cool at all. Except at night. They're actually pretty cold at night. That being said, I'm terrified of deserts.
Oh yeah, those trees. Why are you terrified of deserts?
Because, what do you call it? I watched Lawrence of Arabia when I was like really young. And there's this boy who dies because of dry sand, I think.
What?
Okay, to be fair, in a survival scenario, a desert is probably the worst place to be
In a survival scenario, yeah.
because there's nothing around for goddamn miles.
Yeah, it's just sand
Eh.
dunes and. I mean, it's
Like in
cool.
a forest.
Not
Yeah,
only
in a
that,
forest, you can like make do with whatever you can scavenge.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're
Not only
scavenging,
that,
though. You can die very
like-
easily. Poison berries,
Go on.
wrong bush, you're dead.
not only that, the conditions for surviving on this are just that much harsher.
Yeah, it's like, where do you get the water? Where do you get the food?
Well, if you're smart enough, there are
Okay,
multiple
there are actually
ways
ways. You can find you can find a cactus and like siphon the moisture from it.
Don't. Most of them are actually not healthy or.
Well, yeah, but
poisonous.
in a survival situation, you're not thinking about it. Am I wrong? Like, pre-assuming this is a survival situation. Now, obviously, you have to do some common sense tactics, like you need to purify the water and all that stuff. Oh, I think cacti water is a little bit easier to deal with. I think you can just siphon it and drink it. Not 100% on that. Actually, if you think about it, some of the animals that are in the desert are so neat. Like, how have they evolved to the point where they're able to store water and actually just like maintain all their you know, hydration and all that? Like, have you seen like the I forget what they're called. There's like these little mice thing. Some species of mice that lives in the desert, and they look weird. Got like big ass ears and all that stuff. And they're able to survive in the desert.
Jerboa?
Maybe that's what they're called. I don't remember.
I just looked it up. Big ass feet?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Dear God.
They're such cool creatures.
Kind of freaky.
Mm-hmm. Actually, isn't that usually the trend with a lot of desert creatures? One of the biggest like evolutions that they have is like the big ass ears and the large feet.
True. There's not as much to dampen sound out there, and you got to be able to run fast.
Yeah, but it's like also I forget what was the purpose of the ears specifically. But they need the big ass ears for something, and I don't remember what it was specifically.
Yeah.
Is that an Amogus?
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Dude, your drawing pad is looking a bit sus there.
I swear to God, if I ever learn animation, I'm just gonna have it. We'll be in the middle of a conversation. My character notices your Amogus on the notepad, on your drawing pad, and I grab the hammer off the wall to smash it.
You know, it was actually such a great bit when I was messing around with music, and I'm really proud of it. I was like streaming one time, and I had a couple of people watching, a couple of friends, and they were noticing I was like I was doing something in MuseScore, and then I finished it, and then I played it back. It's just the goddamn Amogus song. And boy, people were pissed.
Oh,
But you know what? Worth it. It was so worth it. Is that an AK-47?
I don't know.
Why did you draw his character as like a
Well, that's not my character. That's also Nox. If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Sadly, my brother is annoying the fuck out of me, so I couldn't talk freely.
I see.
And there he goes.
Off he goes.
Sorry, were you guys saying something?
Yeah, we were saying a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about like desert creatures and shit like that.
Oh yeah, the mice. Kabe, could you send me the image of it? Because
Yeah,
I
sure. I'll send the creepy version with the big ears too.
Yeah, well, I mean they all have big ears, but yes, just send the creepy version.
No, some have small ears, but we'll do. Creepy.
Most of them are big.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure. I think they do some weird stuff, like they gather dew on their ears and they grab it.
Probably.
It is the one that I thought it was. Lovely. Did I actually?
You know what is my favorite creature from the desert, though? The fennec fox. It's such a cool little creature, and it's hella cute. They look so goofy with their big ears, but then they're just tiny foxes.
Part of the reason, which is something that you were saying earlier, Aldred, the reason that I think a lot of those animals have these big ears is mostly to at least fight against the predators that are on the desert. Like, can you hear a coyote coming to you from when it's 20 meters away from you? Can you hear a fucking snake? The answer is no.
Oh, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Stop it. No.
What?
No,
okay, Nox, you can smack. Okay, I was gonna say you can smack him if you know what the reference is.
Yeah, I know the reference.
What, you don't casually make movie references in every waking moment?
When you do the same reference time and time again, no.
What? I haven't made that one in a while.
You made it 2 days ago.
No,
basically.
I never talked about snakes 2 days ago.
You didn't talk about snakes, but someone else was complaining about something they didn't like, and you made the snakes joke.
Yep.
2 days ago? I'm pretty sure no.
Yes.
Nah, that doesn't sound right.
Let's see. Oh, I did have a thought earlier.
Huh?
Maybe when I go to the brothel.
Shush.
Sorry.
I'm just going to ignore everything he says for the next 5 minutes.
Please and thank you.
Actually, wait, I own this server.
No, don't mute me.
No. I'm not that mean.
You realize
you could
the thing is, if you deafen me, I can't hear you, which means the stream doesn't get audio either. I have the power here.
No, you don't.
No. It's
Here.
a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Positive, in fact.
Hmm.
Yep.
I have the power, he says. But I had a thought of what would be like two kind of
needed me
stupid
again.
things you'd want to do if you ever had the time, the resources, and the motivation. That last one was really important. For me, it would be. Ironically, both of these relate to Mandalore gaming.
Uh-huh.
One would be design a gun with full auto and fuller auto as an option. No semi, just full auto and fuller.
Okay.
And two would be make a point and click adventure game
Oh.
that is just full of in jokes and probably also made when I was on drugs.
So the normal.
Yeah, I also unmuted Alred.
Yay. Actually, how would you make a higher rate of fire weapon? How would you change RPMs? Wouldn't you basically have to have a gear shift like on a bicycle?
Basically.
I know what the fuck is it? The Lim 85 or whatever. There's a gun in Arma 3 that does it, so I'm thinking someone's done it in real life.
It wouldn't surprise me, yeah.
Yeah. The M249 saw.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do it. But there's a way to do it, I'm sure.
Ah, here we are. The M249 saw's original gas regulator featured two different gas port sizes, normal and adverse. The adverse setting increases the rate of fire from 700 to 850 rounds per minute to 950 to 1,150 rounds per minute. So yeah,
So it is literally just basically a gear shift?
pretty much.
That's cool. That's probably the only way you can actually do it.
Yeah. But I want to design a weapon like that.
That'd be cool. Also, can we normalize the N94 again? That concept is so cool. I know it's complicated, but goddamn, Russian space magic assault rifle, so cool.
That would require. No, I'm not gonna get political on that one.
Thank you.
I was gonna say military-industrial complex, but honestly, it just looks like a sci-fi redesign of the AK. All of the design languages there.
Mm-hmm. It was actually my favorite variant of the AK.
Mm-hmm.
The Reike?
What is that, like the Asian variant?
The Chinese knockoff
Yeah, the
one.
Chinese knock. Wait, is that? Oh!
What?
I feel like that's borderline racist.
No, it's not my joke.
Based.
It is yours.
It's fucking.
Isn't that the
someone
goddamn?
from
It's not goddamn Quebec from Soviet Womble.
Soviet Wombles group?
from
Yeah.
the ZF gang. Based
Yeah,
Quebec.
don't be racist, Bell. Man, this Chinese AK is pretty good. The Reike.
Okay. Delivers it so casually too. Ah, God, I love Quebec. I actually watch more of Quebec streams than Soviet Wobble streams, believe it or not. That's look. I usually make fun of British people, but that guy has got a sexy voice.
Okay.
Don't be silent when I say that.
There's no fucking proper response.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Ah!
The way I see the
okay,
here-
Cowboy,
no.
Cowboy, are we merciful? Do we tell him the truth or?
Look. It's the bro. It's kind of
He's
like
gonna
being a
live in
member of the
delusion either
bros.
way.
Look, a man can appreciate another man's voice, same way you can appreciate another man's muscles. You know what I mean?
I mean, if you don't make it awkward, sure, but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't make
trust
it
you
awkward.
to not make it
Look,
awkward.
look. It's called being a bro.
You know, I suddenly pity your brothers.
Why? Reasons.
Yeah.
What do
I'm
you
sure
mean?
they know.
I can appreciate a good voice.
Me who hates the sound of my own voice.
Yeah, exactly.
God damn it! Why does Wikia have to eat up so much?
Oh, are you in fandom again?
Yeah, it's from when I was looking up the Arma gun, and I forgot that lately fandom eats up like a whole gig of memory.
Why?
I don't know.
That sounds like incompetent coders.
I think the problem is they have so many embedded ads and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like
Oh.
Extra Life.
Pretty much. I don't think they do the streams. It's just that they have so many embedded ads and links.
Also, by the way, Extra Life are shitheads.
Did
Like,
they
paying for
ever
that?
like stop doing that?
I don't think
or-
so. I don't think they ever stopped. Like, technically, it's not against you know. there's
It's
technically
botting,
no
but it
problem with
isn't.
It's technically it's not really botting, but like it's so scummy. There's nothing
Like,
wrong
just
with it inherently, but it's just so scummy.
yeah, here it is. If I pull up like a bare bones article on a random Gundam I thought of, and like leave it in the background, that thing's using 1.5 gigs of memory.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
Meanwhile, if I have
Average Chrome
a
moment.
Wikipedia, huh?
Average Chrome moment.
I mean, at least Chrome tells me it's doing that.
This is
True.
true.
Meanwhile, when I have the AN94 Wikipedia page up, that thing's using 51 megabytes of memory.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's like, how the hell do you justify that?
I don't know. What isn't Wikipedia weird though? Because I don't think they do ads.
They don't. But at the same time, a Reddit page is 94 megabytes.
They do have some embedded ads, but it's not. It's like one or two.
And then YouTube, we're averaging around, call it 700 megabytes. And that's with video.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how does fandom justify a gig and a half of memory for what is mostly text?
It can't just be embedded ads. I think it's a lot of things going on.
Oh, trust
Maybe
me,
it's
it's
them
most
fighting with
likely
ad
embedded
blocker.
ads.
Like whoever designed the platform as a whole is just
Also,
like,
I don't think
stupid.
I genuinely don't
incompetent.
think it's only embedded ads. I think it's more the embedded ads on top of all the interaction that they have across like the Discord integration,
That doesn't even take up much
other-
memory.
the other fandom integrations.
What I suspect is that they're just incompetent coders.
I
But
mean, they are incompetent coders, and yeah. they
like
don't
here's
do
the thing.
much.
I know I've been to fandom websites a ton. You click on a picture, it takes like a goddamn 10 seconds for that thing to pop up and load.
Lucky.
Yeah. It's worse because I know how I used to be as a lore nerd. I would open tab after tab of links.
Mm-hmm.
And if each time that's using a gig each, holy shit.
See, this is why we need to all move towards 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's not actually because we need it for games or programs, it's because we need to open up more fandom pages.
Yeah, so it's like if I do what I used to do as a kid. Let's see.
I have the last glass of wine, by the way.
What?
I have a beer as backup, and I have the last of my very good wine, by the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If I open up 3 tabs just going into like basic Gundam stuff,
Mm-hmm.
3 gigs.
Bye.
That's 3
That's
gigs
stupid.
again right there.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Why do people keep using fandom? I don't understand. Is it just like
Because
really
they ate up
easy?
everything else.
Yeah, it's Monopoly. Nothing else comes to being. It's literally the same situation as why Steam is the only game launcher we actually
Well, it's
most
like
people use.
back in
That's
the
a little
day,
bit
I
different.
used to use
No.
like Wowpedia for World of Warcraft stuff.
Yeah, like we all did.
Yeah, and
It wasn't as bad. I
then
feel
it
like.
got moved to Wikia or whatever at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here we are. Wowpedia.org, hosted by Curse.
Ah, yeah. That
And
happened a
then
while ago.
That got yeah. The problem is that got bought out by Fandom back in 2018
Shoot. That's annoying.
because Gamepedia got bought out. So yeah, honestly, Fandom is an absolute bitch to use.
It's
I hate
absolute
it.
garbage. Let's just be real and rip off the band-aid. It's absolute garbage.
That's why I like that. One of the things I like about Guild Wars 2, the wiki is not Fandom, so it's already better.
Yeah.
And then you can link the wiki directly into the game.
Yeah. Which is
As
awesome.
in, you can. There's a / command. You just type whatever item, and it'll pull up the wiki page in your default browser.
That's so convenient. Why do more companies not do that? That's actually so smart.
I think it's more because you have to share more of the API stuff than most companies want to.
Yeah, I guess so. Kind of makes sense. But how else are we going to get like information, like certain information, other than like absolute?
No, they
stress
don't
tests
want
that
you
kind of process?
metagaming. Then you're more efficient, and you don't spend as much time in the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but still.
That's what confuses me about like the daily system or whatever in World of Warcraft. It inspires more burnout, which means people aren't going to pay their subscriptions if they hit burnout.
Right.
Because I know I fucking stopped.
Thankfully.
Sunk cost fallacy only goes so far.
Yep. Speaking of Warcraft,
Well, at least in the average player.
when are we gonna
Oh,
get that on Xbox Game Pass or PC so that I can
Never.
play?
I don't think the engine can handle it.
I don't know, but I
Plus,
wouldn't mind
you wanna
playing Wrath again.
Okay, so if it's like Game Pass for PC, maybe.
Mm.
But I don't think they're ever gonna get it on Xbox.
No.
Good.
IDC Xbox Game Pass or PC.
I think part of the problem would also be add-ons.
Yeah.
Well, isn't
How do you get
add-ons
that?
more based into the game itself?
Yes, but you have to get it to interface properly.
Well,
And
that
then
wouldn't be too
depending
hard, right? Because
Well,
even in Battle.net
Xbox
days,
terms of service,
well,
depending
yeah,
on how that works.
but like the way I'm pretty sure the way WoW worked before, right? You would log into your Battle.net, and then you would you open up the game and you get another launcher, essentially a whole other platform client, whatever you want to call it, and that's where you do all your add-on stuff. So it's doable.
Yeah,
but they stopped doing that back during like fucking Mists of Pandaria.
They
yeah,
stopped that?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, now it's through Battle.net.
Adre, you're counting on what's the name again? Blizzard doing anything about it?
I'm just shocked that they changed it all the way back then. God, it's been a while.
I want to say it was Warlords of Draenor where they started just baking it into the Battle.net launcher.
Ah, okay. Because when I first played Warcraft, there was no, you had Battle.net, yeah, but you still had like a separate launcher for WoW.
Yeah.
I'm aware. It used to be the same way for StarCraft up until like halfway through Heart of the Swarm.
Something like that. I don't even think it was halfway. I'm pretty sure it didn't happen until after Heart of the Swarm. It's the final
I don't know.
expansion.
Yeah. But
I
yeah,
could be wrong. It's been a while.
depending on terms of service for Xbox itself, a lot of the add-ons would run into issues.
Right.
Me personally, fuck add-ons, hate them all.
Why?
I've just played it.
More the
flat.
raid-based ones. If you need add-ons
Oh
to do a raid,
wait, Cowboy. You mean the ones that tell you the mechanics and what
pretty
to
much,
dodge?
yeah. The weak auras, the fucking.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
yeah, no,
overkill. That
fuck,
takes the
fuck
fun
that
out of
shit.
things.
Yeah,
Genuinely,
that's
fuck
my
that
point.
shit.
That's why I say fuck add-ons.
Like at most, I like the ones
If you
that
want to play Bejeweled inside of World of Warcraft, more power to you.
yeah, but like at most, I like the ones that switch up the UI a little bit. So you have
Oh,
more
yeah, no,
visibility and stuff like that. That I
yeah,
like.
no. I was thinking of that. The ones that, for example, one that I use for Final Fantasy, so I can see the hats on all races because I use a race that cannot use all hats,
Yeah,
which is stupid.
but like I'm looking at CurseForge right now, and it's like 3 of the most popular add-ons are weak auras, the deadly boss mods, which is an encounter helper, and a fucking detailed damage meter.
Fuck. I mean,
Okay, damage meter I don't mind too much, but like all that
It
other stuff
depends
that
on the
just
environment.
yeah, it depends on environment, but like stuff that allows me to modify my UI, awesome. Give me that. Anything that is like sourcing information, telling me how to do stuff, no, get that out of here.
It's like this boss will cast this spell in 10 seconds.
Like, we didn't have that crap back in the day. It's
Well,
like
the problem is, it's
go
Go
on,
ahead.
sorry. No, finish because I was gonna segue off of that.
okay. The problem with add-ons is that the developers are then in an arms race against the add-on. Because if everyone has weak auras, suddenly you need to design encounters for people using weak auras.
Yeah.
you see, this is something that they did on Final Fantasy, as far as I know. So, a few months back, they started a arms raid against a lot of add-ons. One of the add-ons that a lot of people use, especially for raids, just to understand what the fuck was going on, is whatchamacallit, be able to see all the debuffs on your allies. Because up until that point, we could only see, I believe it was 4 debuffs or debuffs and buffs, by the way, on our allies in the party list, and we couldn't even see the timer. And Square Enix was like, you know what? We're gonna give you. You want the number of all of the debuffs and the timer on them? Here you have them. And now in the game, we are able to see all the debuffs, or all of our party members have anti-timers on them.
Yeah, that stuff is nice.
Yeah, that's the developers doing that too.
True. Based Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, today, like before we start the stream, I finished in the bulk of M Walker, like the first patch, and man, you guys should play it.
I should get back into the game at some point, but like time.
Yeah,
It's like even lately, I've been playing very little video games lately.
which is fair. And I know why you don't play Cowboy, and I'm not going to force you.
Yeah, PTSD.
PTSD from the dam.
Yeah. But that was the issue I had with raiding in WoW. It's like every time I wanted to get into a raid group, even for easy stuff, they said, oh yeah, just download this. And I'd get a DM with like a laundry list of add-ons. And, me being who I was at the time, I didn't trust any random thing you could download off the internet.
Good.
Based.
Good.
My man was a skeptic before it was cool.
Then I got into Skyrim modding.
Okay. Ow. Wait.
From bad to worse, I say.
Yeah.
Good old Skyrim modding.
Yeah, up until Nexus became a shit show.
I'm so mad that they destroyed everything about Nexus. That used to be it. God, it annoys me so much.
Oh yeah, you can't delete your own mods anymore if you're an author.
Dumb idea, but it's like even just like I like what they did with the launcher and stuff like that, but god dang, it's so annoying sometimes working with mods
Yeah.
from Nexus anyway.
it's gotten better over the years lately. But yeah, no, you're
Well,
better
when
off
they
if
swapped
you.
over, because I was using Nexus before, they had like launcher and stuff like that.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Yeah, we didn't have launcher. I think the mod manager we had, I think the mod managers we had were like alpha or just something at the time. So most of us were doing it raw, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I stopped playing modded Skyrim partly because of the bullshit Nexus was doing.
Yeah.
Just really overstepping their boundaries as a platform.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then partly because Bethesda can't stop breaking Skyrim every time they update it.
This is also true.
Hey, we've added a new mod to our in-game store. We are putting it before everything else in the load order. Have fun.
Also, goddamn Bethesda, stop trying to make profit off of mods. It's actually starting to piss me off.
I know.
No.
It's like paid mods didn't work the first time you tried it and nearly fucking...
You nearly
Killed the
killed
game?
Skyrim.
Yeah.
Got it. No. When did they implement it? Was it Skyrim or was it Fallout 4?
It was Skyrim. So, the paid mods directly was Skyrim. And then they introduced the Creation Club into initially Fallout 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a while, they put in a Skyrim. And it feels like they're doing more with it in Skyrim than they are Fallout.
Yeah.
Sugar.
I just
I
wish
mean,
they would cut it out. It's just like, let us
know.
mod and use our mods,
let
what
us
we
have
want.
fun.
Also, I'm still pissed at Bethesda for making the possibility of playing online co-op in Skyrim impossible.
Wait, what?
Yeah. They basically killed... There was an online co-op mod for Skyrim. They murdered it.
No.
Was it Skyrim together?
Skyrim together.
No.
It pisses me off so much. And you know what's the only reason why I think they did that? Elder Scrolls
Because-
Online.
Pretty much. That's the thing. If you can play Skyrim together, and if you can get that working with other mods, like, say, Beyond Skyrim, or
Mhm.
Legacy of the Dragonborn, even if you want, you suddenly no longer need Elder Scrolls Online. And I don't think ZeniMax is too happy about that idea.
No, they wouldn't be. Even though, like, on its own, the game is a good game. It's not gonna, like, having a co-op mod in Skyrim is not gonna replace Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, for most people it would.
I mean, yeah.
If you're there for Elder Scrolls lore and you like the setting as a whole, yeah, it's pretty good. You know, Elder Scrolls Online is pretty good these days. If you're there because you wanted to play a Skyrim-like game with your friends, well, yeah.
That is true. That is true. I don't know, it pisses me off so much because I really do love Skyrim. I really do love Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah, but unfortunately, these days they're just poorly handled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not holding out much hope for, what's its nuts?
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. And why I don't touch Fallout 76 even still.
I don't know. I haven't liked a Fallout game since like New Vegas.
My first Fallout game was 4,
Mhm.
coming off of the high of Skyrim.
Yeah.
And immediately I ran into issues because the computer I had at the time was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it could not handle the city areas. Keep in mind, I don't think that I'm trying to remember what the graphics card was.
Keep in mind, it's not the graphics cards. It's just goddamn developers not
No, I think I
optimize
remember
their
the
game.
problem. It didn't have the computer didn't have a graphics card.
Yeah, integrated graphics.
Yeah, it was an integrated graphics. Because my first one was like a 1050 Ti.
Ah, okay, yeah.
No, the first that one we shoved a 7 something in it. 780.
Oh, God, that was a good card back in the day.
Yeah, but we shoved a 780 or something like that in it. I also got Assassin's Creed 4 with it for free with that, so
Oh, that's awesome. Great game.
that started a different addiction.
What, the history addiction or the Assassin's Creed addiction?
Both.
I don't know. Every time, my issue with Assassin's Creed games is that I get way too annoyed with the historical accuracy or inaccuracy.
I can like excuse some of that partly because record keeping's kind of shit in real life.
Yeah.
It's when you get to the fucking Syndicate one where it's like, okay, yeah, we have actual written records and pictures, so
Yep.
then you got to be careful.
Yeah. That being said, I love the Assassin's Creed 2 trilogy. I love Black Flag. Those are still some of my favorite games to date.
I can understand that. But yeah, I remember in Syndicate they actually complained like, yeah, we were going to use real life people, but then we thought, a lot of these people still have like direct descendants alive today.
Yeah, that's a problem.
And I think that's also why they stopped going further in the timeline at Syndicate.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's like great grandpa Jiminy was not a racist. It's like, brother, he was alive in the 1910s. He was a racist.
Social norm. Back in the
Yeah.
day. Who knows? Still mad they never did the Japanese setting because that would have been just cool.
They don't have the balls.
They don't have the balls, exactly. And then-
PlayStation had to do it first.
yeah, we get freaking Sekiro and what do you call it? What is that game? Ghost of Tsushima. Before we got an Assassin's Creed set in Japan.
Yeah.
It's such a missed opportunity, I feel like. Or hell, Ancient China would have been so fun. Like, can you imagine?
Okay.
Like I at this point,
They
like,
made a mobile game for Ancient China.
yeah, that doesn't count.
I'm just saying.
But like, imagine you, because they were already going all in on this weird, you know. It's like it started with what do you call it, Origins, and then you have Odyssey and all that stuff. You have ancient history where the you know, the Brotherhood doesn't exist essentially.
Yeah. Origins was the founding of what we know as the Assassins. And then, what the hell was it? Odyssey was somehow before that.
Yeah, it predates it, I think.
It's like, okay, how the fuck do you... Odyssey gave me so many issues, like, story-wise for Assassin's Creed.
I played a little bit of Odyssey. I actually liked the game, but it didn't
Yeah.
feel like an Assassin's Creed game.
Odyssey was just more Origins gameplay-wise, which annoyed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like at that point, it's like just I don't know. Just if you're gonna do this, give me the Japan or the Three Kingdoms ancient China setting. That would have been fun. At least
Yeah.
it'll give me an interesting sandbox to run around in. Give me some wushu, you know. If nothing else, it'd be
for-
hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? AC4, they had an Easter egg kind of hacked email thing in game where they teased potential future games.
Yeah.
And one of them was literally 14th century Ashikaga shogunate in Japan.
That would be so cool. And it's late enough where you can actually have the Brotherhood.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, anything after the birth of Christ, evidently.
Oh yeah. Do you
can
know what
have the
else would have been a
Brotherhood.
really good, a really fun era? What do you call it? After Commodore Perry opened the gates.
That was the fall of the samurai kind of era. I know the actual...
I forget what it's called specifically, but that era. You know, the era that Gintama is set around,
Yeah.
for instance.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
The Boshin War.
Yeah. Like, post that or around that. Can you imagine how cool that would be? Because then you would have all access. You would still have some aspects of the samurai. You could have the swords. You could have the blending in. You could have guns.
You can have the muskets and Gatling guns.
Yeah, it would be so cool. Like, how do you miss this opportunity? And you already
Apparently
and
B-
you do have the Western influence. Like you can have
Yeah.
Westerners, so you can have that bridge.
Apparently be Canadian.
Yeah.
Just be better.
Like you could swear that people that the writers they have left have never read a history book of their lives. Then again, who reads history nowadays? Other than those nerds on YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, you could even do, and this would be interesting. You can have it so like there was a Brotherhood branch inside of Japan before they went all isolationist.
Mm-hmm. It would kind of
And
make
then
sense
when-
because you have a whole historical background where you have the entrance to the West. You have, what would have been at the time Spain and Holland in Japan at the time, and then you could tackle so many interesting stuff that was going on at the time, like Christianity and the what was his name, Tokugawa Ieyasu, and all that stuff. There was so much potential for interesting storylines.
But you could have like when Commodore Perry and whatnot opened the gates to Western trade, the Japanese Brotherhood, which is very traditionalist and stuck in their ways, has issues with how the Brotherhood in like the British Empire and the American, in the Americas has evolved.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can have assassin versus assassin.
Yeah, you could have so many subplots
That would be so cool.
and so many cool stuff. Like, how have they not looked at this and said, this is a cool idea?
Maybe
I mean, at that point, go on.
because they like a critical power of vision, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't know. To be fair, I know they were on like some kind of arc during the time between Assassin's Creed 1 to, I guess it's 4. Wait, 4 was 4 even part of the whole what's his name?
Desmond Miles.
Desmond Miles
I
arc?
don't believe so.
It was the epilogue to it.
Yeah.
Oh, was it the epilogue?
Yeah, because he had died in 3.
That's right. Yeah. So Black Flag actually.
So they were
occurs.
doing the grandfather that Connor mentioned previously, and then they were also doing a farewell to Desmond through the modern day storyline in that one.
Yeah.
And honestly, I like the original concept I heard about Desmond.
What was the original concept?
He'd be learning more about the assassin stuff through the Animus until, he got full training at that point and started using precursor tech to travel through time.
Yeah, it would have been interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, people complain about him being whiny and whatnot, but it's like, he was a bartender who got kidnapped.
Yeah, he was like, why?
And then told
I'd
that
be
his
kind of annoyed by him.
Well, he was a bartender who got kidnapped and then told everything his conspiracy nut parents ever said was real. So yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't you literally go apeshit at it?
It's like, what do you mean you guys were just high on drugs all the time? I mean, that's like saying Walmart wants to fucking harvest our DNA to find out who originally landed on the moon.
They don't?
No, that's Target, you idiots.
Oh, true. I feel like that was a Kmart thing.
Walmart wants to figure out where the lizard people are in the center of the Hollow Earth.
True.
Oh, they don't know? Wow.
Dude, we have lizard people in the government, man. I
Yep,
don't know why
that's
we need
why
more
they're
proof
not
than
gonna get
this.
that far. Well, Walmart isn't government. They want to be, but
Yeah.
the lizard people aren't gonna let that happen.
No, of course not.
Hopefully.
Just basic, basic politics or whatever.
There can only be one.
I stand with Walmart.
Fucking traitor.
What do you mean? I want to expose the lizard people.
Wait, he's not one of... Oh, shit.
Huh? Wait a second.
Nothing.
Oh, boy.
Nox is a
Told you.
lizard. Oh, shoot.
I told you to shut it.
I thought you converted him already.
Me?
Ah.
Impossible to convert. You really
Bring
think
the
you can get me?
drill. Bring me the drill. I'll do it.
No.
It'll be fast.
I'll expose you on the internet.
Okay, Alfred, I need you to look into your screen real quick.
Huh?
Neuralizer.
Nah,
Don't
it doesn't
blink.
work on me. My eyes are shut. I'm Asian.
Wait, cowboy. No. We need the not the visual one. The sound wave one. Allow
Oh,
with
right.
me.
We'll just.
Allow with me.
Ow! Don't ever do that ever again.
Let's not do that on the podcast.
That one hurts. That one actually hurts. I got like a frequent. Oh my god, am I ear right? Oh, that's not good. No. You might have just procced my tinnitus again.
That's not very hard to do with you.
No. My left ear actually feels really weird right now.
Alfred,
That's
no!
not
Well,
good.
that means it's working.
Wait, no. Wait. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. It'll go away eventually. Oh, okay. I have to take. I have to take up my left ear actually.
Oh God.
No,
I'm actually sorry.
no,
about that.
you're good. You're good.
You were supposed to wipe his memory, not liquefy his brain.
I mean, I tried, man. Oh.
Don't worry, you're good. It'll go away in a bit.
I sure fucking hope so.
No. It just happens all the time. I listen to music very loud and sometimes it just procs. I don't think
Are
that's
you
actually the correct
okay?
word to use.
Are you okay?
What proc?
Do you need help?
Oh yes, loud noises proctitis. I got the
No,
debuff.
no, it's like a high. No, it's like a high stress environment procked my heart attack. It's like you're explaining to the doctor, it's like, Proctor did what to you?
Yeah, I got the PTSD debuff. It's called shell shock. Me when I'm a veteran.
It's a dot.
Mental damage DOT.
Jesus.
The worst part is, give it about 3 more years, and we probably will be hearing actual veterans talk like that.
Dude, white phosphorus is like the highest overall
no-
DPS DOT in the entire
Best in
meta.
slot.
Best in slot meta action.
No. Give it a few years and the best, and you'll hear veterans just be like, the worst thing I ever heard all my life were big and boggers. Sorry, big and boggers.
Yeah, we were on patrol and all of a sudden Monka we got jumped.
The Geneva Conventions get updated. You are no longer allowed to blare poggers across the trench lines to demoralize the enemy.
We came upon them in the middle of the night, but it was very quick W. Very poggers.
But we were all yelling LMFAO. What were we supposed to be? What were we supposed to do?
Dude, I had to explain where the hell Keck came from the other day to someone.
No. Oh, I'm so sorry, cowboy.
Our training officer was too tryhard.
No, it's like it was at work or whatever. A patron heard some kid scream, and it's like, man, that kid is really cringe. Was my first response, and I say it, I look at the patron, like, that probably didn't help either.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
God, I love how just inserting Twitch terms just like changes the entire nature of everything.
That's not even a Twitch term. That's from World of Warcraft.
Is it actually?
Yeah, when you're talking to someone on a different faction, they use a cipher to scramble the text chat.
Oh,
LOL turns into Keck.
I didn't know that. That's funny.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? That's really funny.
Yeah, here it is. Yada yada. While opposing players' chats are rendered in a cryptic form based on Korean.
Jesus.
Isn't it Korean like K-I-K-I-K-I? So it's like ki.
Probably.
Wasn't that Japanese?
No, no.
No, that's not Japanese.
Oh wait, Japanese is wara.
I mean, they've got a few different options there.
They got a few, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch competitive StarCraft. I can confirm it's ki.
It's like we've translated it into a language no one can understand. Korean.
Poggers, but peg.
I don't know where the other ones came from, but you know.
Can you imagine a report being written completely with like Twitch and stream terminology?
Oh god, no. Please.
Doing what? Sorry, something fell on my
You know, like a report of something, like military report. It's all just like
like an after
Twitch
action.
slang. Yeah, after action report. It's all Twitch slang.
Okay, we should do a stream that's just us writing doing doing like a basic after action report, but it's all in Twitch.
No. Oh my god,
It's like our armor adventures.
Our healer unfortunately ran out of
Our healer. The medic.
Our healer
was standing-
sadly.
Our healer failed to move out of the damage circle that was the grenade.
Yeah, the guy stood on the peace yellow AoE and he failed to properly disengage on the action. He also broke the aggro from the enemies over yonder, and we had to battle them to death.
Our long range DPS was not picking up the slack. The sniper, like 2 miles away.
Oh my god, that guy couldn't hit a fly if it was on his mother's ass or something.
We'll do two versions at that point. One very serious, and then one where it's like just a guy complaining about the worst raid team he's ever had, but it was assaulting a compound or whatever.
Oh my god, I remember this blueberry standing on the door when I was trying to DPS this enemy that was behind the corner with my main weapon, but I was out of bullets.
I carried the entire team, and I had to run the shotgun despite the fact that I didn't want to because no one else would.
Our support was very Pepega. The healer was useless.
I killed three people with the what is his name again? With Gates.
Tag confirmed. Operation was not poggers.
After action no, it's like the serious ones. After action report for Operation Door Breach. And then we'll have the other one formed as like a Reddit post.
Oh,
and they're both the same operation. The Reddit post venting about the worst raid team.
Oh man. That's so dumb.
Oh my god.
God, it's such a dumb idea. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that would actually be so funny. Oh, I don't know if I ever told you this, but my brothers and some friends had this idea about like a comedy skit series. We call it the Bitcoin Mafia or something like that.
I think you've mentioned this one before.
Oh yeah, I think I've told this story before, but like, it's like the idea of like a bunch of guys who get rich off of crypto, but they're like, you know, they don't know how to act rich, so they start acting like mobsters. They have like little skits, like oh, this guy, you know, he have like the stereotypical thing where the Godfather, the Don, is like sitting in this leather chair and he's just smoking. But he turns around the chair, he's like vaping from a jewel. It's like little bits like that are just so stupid. But then you can take it farther. It's like they could use like Twitch jargon and all that stuff. That hit was not poggers. Indeed, this exchange was very Pepega. God, that would be so stupid.
Yeah. I just had to write something down for a game idea. The basically text-based game where you you, an army clerk or whatever, have to decipher the cringe after action reports the Zoomer recruits have put in.
Jesus.
Zoomer operations.
Yeah. When if you quit the game too early, it's just crying and then a gunshot.
I managed to dome the sniper. It was very poggers. I hit the gritty on his dead body.
But you have to like piece together in like a simulation thing what the hell they're trying to say. So you'll have like one guy who's like MLG pro type, another who's saying it like it's an MMO encounter.
Oh my god.
Don't take aggro.
Where's our fucking tank?
Where's the tank?
Yo, we have no support.
We need some heals over here.
I need some healing.
What the hell would you call an airstrike at that point?
Tankmaster?
No. What would you call that in the context of like an MMO?
I would just call it a Tankmaster, honestly, or a cooldown maybe.
Limit breaker.
Pop a cooldown, just pop a cooldown.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Popping a cooldown. No, wait! And that's how we lost Dave.
Airstrike is on CD.
No, you don't get it. The range CPS pop a cooldown and he killed the entire party. He killed every one of us.
Unfortunately, he fumbled it.
He didn't hit the boss, but he did hit something. To our demise, it was us.
Flashbangs for CC. I need CC on this door.
Unfortunately, Terry and Martinez had an argument over whether or not crowd control was overpowered. And to prove a point, Martinez took an entire bandolier of flashbangs and started tossing them everywhere.
Yo, I'm crowd controlling this door. Can you go and DPS the boss or what?
You see, this is what I mean. Trying to piece together what actually happened from a report like that.
Yes. The moment we enter this door, we activate spawn. We need CC on on the double. We need everybody on ad clear.
That would be a different game. It would be like fucking door kickers, but you're having to decipher the attack plan.
No, wait. On the initial engagement, or one of our allies had to DC. They got him immediately.
What's the equivalent of a DC in real life combat?
Post-traumatic stress disorder, or like a PTSD attack.
How could you miss? Sorry, I lagged.
Disassociation, we'll go with that.
Oh, that's so good.
This would actually make a pretty fun game, but we would get in so much shit.
Oh, yeah. Do you think Zeta would kill us if we start bringing in that kind of jargon into one of his D&D sessions?
Into his D&D sessions, yes.
Immediately.
He would immediately throw a dragon at us.
He would.
He will do the same as every time you do a single fucking joke, you roll for psychical damage. Or psychic damage.
In my defense, it's worth it.
No, it wasn't worth it. You almost died. You dumb fuck.
What the hell was it? I'm convinced that one of the dragon people, whatever, is like invisibly following us.
Oh no, the green one most likely is.
No, the green one definitely is.
The green one most likely is. Like 1,000% is.
Yeah, it's like if the fucking skeleton reassembling itself is any indication that our collective perception is shit.
No. Don't forget. What was it again? I think we had Oh, what was it? Not on the last session, but on the one before it, we had a moment in which we did like hear something from the shadows that wasn't technically
Yeah,
there.
that's what's got me worried there.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
something.
and
There's something
then
back there. Of course, we rolled
wait,
so low for this for perception.
wait.
Yeah.
But wait, I have another damn theory. But then don't forget last session when I stumbled onto something invisible that wasn't suddenly there.
That thing, yeah, that was that. And of course, we all rolled like sixes, so it was like we couldn't figure out what it was.
No, I think we actually had a decent enough high roll, but it was like I don't know.
I think we just kind of did the wrong action.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's possible. There's like, is it a perception? Is it an arcana check? I don't know. Is it
I
something
don't
else?
fucking know.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, what are the? Let me open roll 20 real quick. Because now I'm kind of curious to know what kind of identification spells we actually have. Because off the top of my head, I do not remember
I don't think I have any.
spells, skill checks. There they are.
I don't have any. We
It
have.
doesn't help that most of our stuff is based on intelligence, of which we have none.
We have. Okay, we have the total amount of intelligence of
3.
between the different members of a party.
Yeah. And unfortunately, we cannot pool it together.
Ah, okay. I see now. We have Arcana checks, intelligence based, investigation, which is also intelligence, perception,
Yeah.
which is wisdom, and then insight, possibly, but insight has, you use that for different things,
Insight is different. You don't
Yeah.
insight it.
which is also wisdom. So, yeah, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah. But I'm 100% sure that the green one is following us and said and we actually did good for not actively mentioning them because I don't know about you guys, but that day I had a very bad feeling that we should not call them out or specifically draw them out or rat them out.
Well, we haven't been attacked, even though we revealed a lot of information, partially because apparently we can't lie.
You can't lie.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't lie.
Mainly because no one will fucking believe you in that house, apparently.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't matter how high the charisma deception is. It doesn't matter.
Okay, to be fair,
They know you're a fucking impulsive liar.
they know you're a compulsive liar, so good luck there, buddy.
I swear to God, I will start leveling up Bard just so I could use Bard inspiration on myself.
Why not a 9?
I want to lie.
No, just have the lizard lie for you.
True. They'll always believe the lizard.
The
You just
lizard
play.
with like 17 or 18 charisma, I don't recall currently.
Wait, are you at? Is your charisma that high?
Yes.
Yes.
Because mine's at 16, which is not even low.
Let me.
Yeah, but the wizard also is pretty much a blank slate.
True. Actually, I'm looking right now. What is my... Dude! Hang on. Yeah, I literally have proficiency in deception. I have a +5 modifier on top of 16 charisma. How am I not able to lie? This is rigged.
Okay. So. My lizard has 17 charisma with a +3.
Yeah, I have 16 with a +5.
Suck on it, buddy!
That's so stupid. This is rigged. This is literally rigged against me.
I mean, yeah.
I swear to God, I will get to the max charisma.
But thankfully I have like survival with a +4, perception with a +4, intimidation with a +5, and then arcana with a +2.
Yeah,
And then
anything that has to
wisdom.
do with intelligence, I have flat zeros. So.
Oh, thankfully I made my intelligence a +0. Like it's not high, like I have it on an 11 per se, but it's not on a negative like my strength. So
True. Oh yeah, you have negative strength. I forgot about that.
yeah, I have 80 strength. Count.
With a shrimp before.
Thank God you don't have a debuff because you're in lizard form.
Yeah.
Technically, I do have a buff because since my character got transformed into a lizard, now it technically has better AC.
Yeah, you get a natural AC, but I think it's equivalent of either light or medium. This is actually not
Oh
much.
no. You. So the passive is called natural armor.
Yeah.
You have tough scaly skin. When you aren't wearing armor, your base AC is 13 plus your dexterity modifier.
Yeah, but you don't have armor. You're naked.
Buddy, what did I just say? When I don't have armor.
Oh, when you don't have armor. Oh, I thought you said when you have armor.
No. This MH.
I don't know. I swear to God, I am going to get a level in Bard. Just don't know.
I don't think a single level on Bard does much.
I will say
it
3 levels
does.
on Bard.
So basically, I'm pretty sure, and this is I haven't
Hang on,
played.
I got my book.
I'm pretty sure I get the most important thing at level 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I actually do get access to like
Which would
Bardic
be-
Inspiration. Let me check.
Surprisingly, yes, you do.
Yeah. And that's the thing that matters most. And then you get spellcasting as well, which is kind of huge. And I don't remember what actual skills you get access to because you do get some I guess you would call them cantrips. What do you get like the mockery spell, which is really funny.
Probably.
I would actually have to look into this because I haven't played Bard before. Believe it or not.
For now, I really don't want to try an multiclass. Just simply because I'm still extremely
No. Just honestly keep it simple since it's your first thing.
Oh yeah.
Like for me, it's a little bit easier for me to multi-class because technically my base class is a fighter, which is kind of boring to play.
Yeah, it's on you.
It is partially. So a lot of it comes into like the role playing, right?
True.
But you do get some fun stuff. And we did somewhat craft the class to have some functionality, but still. It's not as fun as it sounds like it ought to be.
It's all about how much effort you put into it.
Oh yeah. But you get some fun stuff when you play Bard.
I mean, I can imagine.
I'm trying to remember when you get mockery.
Yeah, hang on.
I don't know why I imagined you like.
I do love how like 3 of us figured the other would play Bard.
Yeah.
I know. It's like
it wasn't even me.
no. The thing is, I kind of figured. The reason I didn't play Bard is because I thought that Osa would play Bard, and he didn't play Bard because he thought I would play Bard.
Vicious Mockery is a cantrip.
Ah, yeah, it is a cantrip. It's such a funny spell.
You know, I think.
Like
I really.
Low-key, I'm hoping I die so I can just roll Bard.
No, you know, I think you should go for a paladin or an eye or something like that, just so you
I'm
can
not
have
a good
these-
guy.
If you let me finish, and I also don't mean it so you can have a good guy, just so you can be like, yes, by my order and law, I will do this, and you just give not a single fuck,
Yeah.
and be like, you're asking me to pay for passage? but I don't pay taxes. What the fuck am I going to pay you? Or something like that.
Professional tax evader here. I don't know actually how it actually works in the context of classic D&D. Because typically in Dungeons and Dragons based games, right? If you don't have a certain alignment, you can't play certain classes.
Most the alignment's kind of bullshit.
It is kind of bullshit, I will admit that, but at the same time, I feel like it adds to the roleplay. But at the same time, it also takes away from some of the funny stuff. So, for instance, my friend, in this old D&D campaign I played probably some 3-4 years ago, which we never finished, by the way. My friend was basically a fallen cleric. So he had access to everything a cleric could do, but he was basically did not like his deity, which is a really funny concept if you think about it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that's what Hell Knights are for in Pathfinder.
Pretty much. I think that's pretty much what they are. Granted, he's not a Hell Knight. He's like a decent guy, but he's more or less
Well, I'm just saying.
separated from his deity. So the dynamic instantly becomes really funny. But there's so many cool things that you can do in classic D&D like that. It's a headache for the DM, but you know what? We exist solely to annoy the DM, let's be honest.
This is true.
I think I told you guys before, but if my character dies, I'm going to be making an artificer.
Could be fun.
I thought about making an artificer.
Do be warned though, like that's also Osin's plan. In the event that his character, his barbarian, dies, the creator of his character literally comes onto the stage.
Accidentally go all artificer.
I do have a backup, but I need to figure out how to fit it into the lore.
I don't know. I really hope that my character doesn't die soon enough because I want to get used to it before I start working on other stuff. Or
Yeah. Ideally, that's the better way to play.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, we're at the point though where Zeta's not gonna handhold us anymore, so it could actually really legitimately happen.
Nah.
Only
if we're dumb enough to not run away.
Yeah, sometimes the dice rolls don't go in your favor. It happens sometimes.
What do you mean we failed to run away?
Like, no joke. Another story from my original Dungeons and Dragons experience. We had some minor PvP somehow, because there's like this whole subplot with our rogue going on. And end result, I think 3 people died. 3 player characters died, and my character defied death while I was away. And somehow survived the most unlikely of situations with a bum to knee. Because apparently natural 20 is that powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the DM.
Oh yeah.
No. Natural 20, it's basically a miracle moment. You're in a collapsing cave. Yeah, you're gonna find a way to get through. It's pretty much the rule. Even Zeta can't change that. Like, dexterity check on like a collapsing cave. You roll natural 20, you are defying the gods to get out of that. It's unlikely as hell, but if it happens, yeah, unfortunately the DM is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He has to basically say, yeah, you get out of it.
We'll see.
Also, by the way, Monk, very interesting class, exceedingly boring at the early levels. It's like before level 5 is like I get to punch twice. That is not an exaggeration, by the way. But one thing I always like to tell people is technically Monk is the most overpowered thing in the entire game, because if you go, I think it's called Way of the Open Hand. There's this level 17 ability called Quivering Palm. I don't know if they've nerfed it. But theoretically, it could one-shot any boss in the game.
Oh god.
It is unfathomably low chance, but it could happen. And I think they nerfed... I think they have nerfed it at this point. They have to have nerfed it at this point. There's no way they're letting that exist. It's like, imagine you're fighting like endgame boss, you know, like level 20 dragon, whatever, and then like the monk just walks up and then punches it once and it just falls over.
Well, you better
It
hope
fails
you
a
kill it
con
at that
saving-
point.
And it fails a con saving throw. It just dies. Imagine that.
You better hope you kill it at that point, because monks don't use armor, and you're gonna die if it doesn't kill.
Well, monks are weird because they have like a lot of feats and stuff like that that make them really, really funny.
Eh.
Also, for some godforsaken reason, they can self-heal. Kind of just built different. Monks are
Can
awesome.
barbarians self-heal?
I don't think so.
Mm,
I think
I
they're more
believe-
about like upping things and getting resistance, but
I believe they have a passive later on that allows them to increase their HP and gain damage resistance.
it's probably has something to do with the rage ability.
Yeah.
And keep in mind there are like tons of different trees at later levels. Yeah, they get resistances and they get advantages, which is really, really strong. But they can only do it once. And then, you know, when you go on a primal path, stuff starts to get really interesting. It's a very deep game.
Oh yeah, no, it's really deep. And I'm glad that we started doing. We started some. We started it for the fans.
Yeah. As we play more, you guys are gonna have more and more fun.
For now, I just feel like the bloody whatchamacallit, like the dices are always against me. So
Dude, that was last week.
not even last week, the previous weeks.
Oh, yeah, that happens. It's like one day you're rolling 18s, 19s, and natural 20s. Next day, yeah, you're not passing any check. Like the sheer amount of bullshit that Zeta had to go through to save me when I fell off that log.
That Zeta had to go through.
Yeah, because that was a tutorial. So he's like, I'm not gonna let you die unless, you know. Like if I kept rolling natural ones, yeah, he probably would have killed me because he had no choice.
So I'm gonna say, and I'm extremely grateful to Sarah for allowing me to become in the lizard wizard.
Hell yeah, brother.
Like,
Oh, dude.
I'm going to remember that moment in which we were doing the bullshit against the tree, and Sarah was like, "You know what? I'm going to allow you to be a lizard wizard."
It's like you're either a lizard or a mushroom. Let's find out.
You know what would be fun to play? Kobold Bard.
Oh god.
Okay.
What do you mean? Oh God,
Okay.
kobolds are
So,
hilarious.
do you know the idea that I had out of it?
Uh huh.
For my artificer, I'm going to make it a kobold peddler, and every time I try, I have to use my invention. I'm going to ask whoever you say that I have to use it for, how much are you going to pay me for it? I just being an absolute rat.
You're not
Whole
gonna live
Skaven
long.
party.
Like, I don't care if someone is dying, but I'm going to peddle my wares.
Most average kobold. Least greedy kobold.
Oh,
I love kobolds. They're so much fun.
they're also hella cute usually.
I wouldn't use that word.
It depends on the setting.
No, kobolds
Sorry.
are never cute.
Okay.
Anyway,
Kobolds are little pieces of shit.
Okay.
Because it's canon.
on that note, I have to start getting ready for work today.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we've been at it for like 2 hours now.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah,
Max,
that's
you're almost finished. Kind of.
With the lining.
Yeah, with the lining. With the lining. I know, with the lining. I know you're not doing all the things. You're more like,
I knew Nox would start laughing the moment you said finish.
what's your objective for today, I know it's not done. As an aspiring artist myself.
But yeah, have fun reading all of this shit. Have fun.
Bruh. Is everything an Easter egg?
Yeah.
Nah.
You goddamn the Easter bunny?
Yeah.
Nox, make one of them rat poison.
Oh, that's a good okay. That's a really good idea, Cowboy. At the same time, give me a moment.
Joke's on you, I've been ingesting alcohol for like
At
the
the
last
at the
10
same
years.
at the
I
same time,
literally drink poison.
I have this entire shelf that I need to fill up with bottles. And you
Dude.
bet your ass that I'm going to fill it with memes.
Oh, you already know it. Dude, like, I'm literally real life Mau Mau.
I am so glad I gave you that idea for the shelf.
Okay.
Actually, if you think about it,
Too
I have
drunk
been
to
ingesting
read.
poison. Huh. Am I just built different?
Oh yeah. Say hello to the family.
Ah, yes.
I hate you so much.
One sus looking family, I'm just saying. One
Alright.
is not like the other. One is imposter.
Alright, yeah. We probably should hop off. So
Yeah.
thank you everyone for showing up to Real Schizo Hours.
Yeah, come back.
We do be stupid up here.
No, we aren't. I'm just awake.
Take care everyone.
Have a good one.